today we're gonna be, oh, whoops, I accidentally broke something here, but I'll fix it in a minute. But today we're going to be I'm going to be showcasing my remade Five Nights at Freddy's 1 map. You see, I made the first game a while ago, a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't entirely happy with it after playing it, so I decided to redo it in the same vein as I did Five Nights at Freddy's 2, where I shuffle around the rooms and I kind of make it more of a realistic building map. So yeah, that really quick. Yeah, this is the map. You start over the spawn location is over near this car over here. This uses the management audit map. This map will be on Planet Minecraft, and my back will be available. Just gotta place that into Curse Forge. But the main mod you really want is the management wanted mod. The exterior is already way better than any of the exteriors I've made before. We even got a cool sign over here. Try to make it as realistic as possible. Before we go inside, I want to showcase the exterior. Over here, the outside of the building is actually decorated this time. But there being some trash on the ground. And you can actually, this isn't like a facade like beforehand. You can actually go all around the entire building. I go over here, have some graffiti on the wall. We come over here, dumpster. Little SpongeBob reference over there. I figured I'd put. Full gate around. Got this, which we'll show that later. We have a ladder to get onto the roof because the roof is accessible. Over here we have this little area where you can get into the pizzeria via this vent. And that gate is closed. If you come over back to the front, so you can't access over this area. I mean, unless you're playing in creative mode. But you can't get over here. You can't get over here to the outside of the map because of these barrier blocks. Also, if you want to use this map for any RP or role plays or whatever you want to do, any like maps, any videos you want to make, go ahead. You need some credit. Link to my channel in the world download in the description. So yeah, over. A little sign right here. Here is the first room, which is the lobby. Yeah, if you come over here, you can go behind the desk. Turn on the fire. Turn on the fan. I'll do all the stuff you need to do. And over here is the dining room. It's relatively the same. The animatronics are over here on the show stage. Initially, I was going to use the Blood and Gears animatronics, but I figured I'd keep in style and keep the original FNAF 1 animatronics. If I come over here, we have a ball pit, and also some tubes that you can crawl in. So much fun, yippee! Let's see here, where shall we go first? I'll show you, we can go into the restrooms. I have this cool helicopter. All the bathrooms have their interiors. I even put urinals in the men's room. We can't go in there, but if we go over here, the backstage is I kept the backstage where it was initially, but I changed it up. This blade doesn't work. You again made it so that way you have access to the stage from the backstage area. An endoskeleton, which this one can come to life and chase you down. So if you come over Torture Freddy, all these heads. Unlike the last ones, I decided to have all the music discs accessible from the backstage. Come over here. We have parts and services. This is the Sparkly Dog, and all these costumes that you put on, where all the accessories are in this drawer. Generator, turn that on, do whatever you need to do. You could use like the kitchen and stuff like that. And if I come over here, you have that guy from Pizzeria and Chuck E. Cheese stuff. Over here is the employee room. You have a television remote. Some employee desks you can wear. Food in that drawer, or that cabinet, I mean. And then if you turn on the generator, all of these things should work. Let's see here. This is the Pirate's Cove. Right over here. Pretty cool, pretty neat. Foxy is right here. He's out of order, sadly. But if we come over here, parts and services is right there. So you can So if you're running from Foxy, you could easily either leave from both of these ends, not a complete dead end. This works. It's pretty cool, I feel like. If we come over here, oh, we have Candy Cadet. He's here too. Over here is the kitchen. Also, this is where that vent from outside goes to. It goes to the outside. It goes to the outside vent of the kitchen. Then here is the little freezer. Golden Freddy's in here again. And of course, I'm sure you've noticed that I put the arcade where the kitchen normally is. So it's like instead of it being a separate room, it's over here. And I'm pretty sure some of these can work. I don't know if work. This Pac-Man one works. We have a door over here. Over here is the prize corner. This one you have to turn that light on. You have some tokens you can use. All these plushies you can buy or whatever. Here's a box, which that's Marionette's gone. Here's Healthy. Employees only door, which if we go this way, this door is a prize counter, little extra room. You have that's plush trap chaser. You have a lonely Freddy. Yeah, pretty nice. Here's the corner of the room, and then here's the office. Wait, what happened to the desk? Oh, the desk is right here. I changed the office drastically, because I felt like it would be scarier if when you were sitting in your chair, instead of looking out the window, you were looking out the door. Which I kept the doors, the levers, the same. You have all the phone calls, and you have all your gear and the Wooden Boy figure right there. Another computer you can use, and the Freddy mask, which won't do anything, that won't help, that's more of decoration. And of course, like last time, all the cameras work, and this time in black and white. This one moves. And I'm sure you've noticed that there are other rooms that are not accessible, that we have not seen yet. Also some of these lines, like this one, like this over here isn't a room. This is a vent. Or these are ventilation systems. Also the kitchen camera doesn't work, so that's cool. Instead of like the last map, I just didn't include it. A clock right there. Over here, it's a supply closet. Turn that light on. If we come over here, here is the storage room with that garage door you saw earlier. Pretty much why I added this room was because I noticed there was a ton of empty space between like the exterior wall and the interior wall, and I figured I might as well put something here, so I put a little storage room with a garage door. Over here we have the movie Shadow Freddy, so I figured he made sense to be back here. Also adds in a little threat, so that way you can't just like when the night starts, you can't just go over here and leave. They have like a threat. All these, bunch of cool stuff here. Fanny mask. Some arcade machines. Over here is a stairwell with another camera right here. It's a very good map for, I feel like it's a good map for role plays. Because you have all these rooms and all these you have this way to get to the roof. And then over here we have these vents, or air conditioners, or whatever the hell they are. The roof isn't very decorated, but it doesn't really need to, I feel like. I don't like any of it works. Now I feel like that's every room, so I'm gonna go I'm gonna show you kind of how it works, the ins and outs of the building. Oh, this is the redstone for the light in this hallway. It'll flicker on and off. Redstone. Look at how much redstone I needed for the lights in here. There's still some empty space right here, but like this wall is too. Yeah, there's like no room for me to put a door over here. So this is like the one exception. Either way, I don't really have an idea. I was thinking about putting a manager's office here, but I don't know. I feel like it's not really needed, nor would it literally show up in the cameras. But I use as much space between the walls and the thing, and the exterior walls and the interior walls as I could. Also, if we come over here, yeah, door number 1, this first door in the entrance. I moved the safe room. Normally, where the safe room is it's right here. But I feel like that doesn't really make a lot of sense in a way. We're like, oh wow, Bonnie. Like, so for example, say you go in there, you put your like spring your spring lock suit out, and you come out. Hey, what do you mean spring? Like, you're coming out of the restroom. You know, oh wow, look at that. Bonnie just got done taking a dump. So I moved it back here because I feel like at least having it being in the entrance, the main lobby makes sense. So we come out over here. Let's see here. Yeah, here it is. Here's the safe room. I feel like it's way better than my other safe rooms. There's nothing in these lockers, but they're pretty nice. No Fredbear. Oh, that was a little Easter egg. I guess bring Bonnie, and then the same thing I did with the other door. Where's rules for safety buster? Oh, clearly he didn't listen to that. Also, this is how I did the mapping. Up here, this is all this white concrete this is how I did the map, and how I did it. It's the map that you see on the cameras. Pretty nice, and actually how I actually made the wall white in the stairwell just so that way I could have the mapping be here, but like then it's like there's just like a random white line. So I just made this room all white concrete so they can't tell. And then right here is this the roof stairwell. And if I really wanted to, I could have done this, but I could have done a basement. I didn't really know what I could have done in there since I've done pretty much all the rooms I needed to. Could put I don't know, Fredbear or something down there, chasing around. Yeah, other than that, I really like the map. Pretty nice, pretty cool. I'll make a video where me and some friends try to survive at some point. But yeah, again, link will be in the description. If you guys want to use it, just credit me. Put my channel in the link. or put my channel in the description, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, it's cool. See you, everyone. Bye.